I had a client today ask me a very important question, and it does put everything into perspective. So, in the end, as you can see that here we were transparent with everything that we do and say. The real reason why Real Dad Deal was put together was because once upon a time I came across a situation. I had no idea how to handle it, and I went through the motion of it. And I think I told this story before, and there was another group that had to do with fathers getting together, talking about sports and life lessons and whatnot. So I reached out to that group, and I asked, hey, this and this is going on. How would you handle it if you were in my shoes? Can you guys, come together collectively and probably give me some insight on how to deal with this situation? Because I've never been here before. And to my surprise, instead of getting back like, hey, you know what? We talked it over, we looked, we searched high and low. This is how, you're supposed to go about it. Now, mind you, by this point, I had already established some sort of communication with this group. I already had purchased their merch, believing in their mission statement, which was, fathers that can come together and make things happen. As far as, starting like a little tribe, even though we don't know each other, We had text back before, on like little things that didn't matter, But at this point, when it really did matter, all I got back was oh, bro, sorry to hear about that. Sorry I got to you late. Yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you. We don't have a child that age, so yeah, bro, sorry, dude. I hope everything turns out okay, though. And that kind of broke my heart, though, because here I thought that by stumbling across this group, they would make an effort to really put it out there and help each other. Shoots, your group had the word dad in it, and I figured, there's bike clubs, there's car clubs, there's all kinds of clubs, and I figured, well, dude, that's smart, a dad club, dads to help dads. And I didn't get the support I needed, and I went through that motion, and it hurt really bad that I thought to myself, you know what, I don't want anyone else to go through that, so I'm going to put myself out there. And ours is going to be called a Real Dad Deal, because we do not tell lies, and we tell it like it is through personal experiences. Well, pandemic happened, of course, and I'm not blaming it on the pandemic, and it's just things slowly started falling apart. Some people would ask, how come you don't sell merchandise? And truth be told, I don't have the tools or the requirements to learn such things to get it going. And at the end of the day, it's not about selling merchandise. It's about giving the message. So forever and a day, I gave messages for free. Messages that to me are worth $25K and up, because it kind of mirrors some of the gurus out there that talk about life. And again, I feel that it's, sort of messed up that, hey, if you click on the link below, I will tell you how to, and then yada, yada, yada. I don't like doing that. I don't want to take advantage of anybody. So I figured I'll give you the content for free. And that way, if you learn something that makes you laugh or makes you think, then you'll be able to progress in a way that's going to help you achieve your goals daily. But as I saw, day in and day out, it doesn't work because it's free. Now, I'm not here to try to get a lot of subs and make money off of this content. truth be told, these videos were meant for my children. And in the process, I figured I'll put it out there for anybody else that's lost like myself, who's going through the process and learning new things, or has a situation and don't know how to go across. And I figured if I talk to you about relationships, I talk to you about how you can talk to your children, how you can, then you'll be able to get the information you need in order to be successful. Well, truth be told, it is what it is. There, I gave you the veggies. Now let me give you the meat and potatoes of it. Someone came up and said something that made sense. And when I talk about transparency, I'll tell you about transparency because I'm not afraid. He who tells the truth shall fear nothing in this world. I'm not the perfect parent. I'm not the perfect father. It may sound like an apology video. It may sound like something negative, but you gotta be smart about the information I'm about to give you. Okay? Think at a higher frequency. Stop being minimal. In my relationship, I wasn't good enough. Not with my spouse. I got married at an early age. That was my big mistake because nobody taught me about relationships, so I became part of failure. The thing that hurts the most is that I wasn't good enough for my own mother. Our relationship wasn't all that great. So I took all those negatives that happened in my life and I began to apply them daily as far as how can I mend it. And whenever I saw or heard stories of people going that same route that I've been through, I gave you that information for free so you can understand and not make the same mistakes or choices that I say in this video, choices that you are going to make. You know what I mean? You need to select the proper road, the road not taken. Anyway, fast forward to today, this moment, I know I failed my children as well. Wasn't good enough for them either. Even though I was not good enough for the people in my life, I looked in the mirror every day and I had to tell myself continuously, I am good for myself. I am more than willing and able to be the best for myself. And then it clicked. When this person came up to me and said what they said, it clicked. The sad part about it, I wasn't even good enough for myself. How is that? How can I say that about myself? And yeah, I talk all this positive notion. I'll tell you how I can say that. Because when I look in the mirror, I don't like the reflection that I see. That's how I know that I failed myself too. And it's okay to fail. Once upon a time, I was told it wasn't. Depending on your career, of course. And the sad part about it is that the reason why I know I failed is because my children, my young adult children, are failures as well. I gave them all the opportunity in the world to pick up a pen, write down what I say, apply it every day, and move forward. But instead, they decided to be amateurs, just like everybody else, fall into play. They traded their life purpose for a paycheck. Then they have that mindset to say it's okay, you know, I could just chill, do my thing. My dad don't know better. And that's how I began telling stories of how our children will hear everything we say but don't listen, and they'll do the exact opposite. Each time I look at young 20-year-olds having children, I can't help but wonder it's babies having babies. Why? Because you don't have your foundation set. Yes, you're supposed to love your partner. Yes, you're supposed to love your offspring. Yes, you're supposed to love your parents. Yes, you're supposed to love your siblings. Yes, you're supposed to love your friends and extended family. But if you don't have a foundation, how can you stand on your own 2 feet? And when I look at my children's failures, it's a reflection of where I've been. If I've went through the mud, I've been ridiculed, I've been looked down upon, and I'm trying to stand tall every day, taking hit after hit after hit. I took my bruises, man. I took my nosebleeds, but I didn't quit. I kept moving forward. I kept searching. I kept trying to do everything possible. And what hurts the most as a parent, the pain that I decided to choose as a parent, is watching them fail day in and day out because they think life is easy. To those parents out there that are in the same shoes, you understand what I'm talking about. To those parents that can see it, because I'm giving it to you here today, a mile away. When you see those things coming at you, you know how you have to dig your heels deep and say no. Help from afar, but say no. Because what I've learned is that when you extend your helping hand to your own children, they'll just laugh at you, spit in your face, and they just walk and talk like they own this world. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. Because again, I haven't been here. And now that I find myself in this situation, I just can't believe that I tried and there was no success in the end. So it's with a heavy heart I have to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Even though my soul aches, I want to say thank you for your time that you gave me watching such videos. And it's sad to know that we live in a world today where nobody cares about true happiness. Instead, everybody's about the materials. Everybody's about putting the junk in your body. Nobody cares how they look and feel. And in the end, REALDADDEAL was not a success, but instead a failure. But even though I'm walking away from this, I still hold my head up high because we never told a lie. We always told the truth. And even though we weren't good enough for you, I hope and pray that whatever you got out of these videos will help you someday. God bless you in everything you do. Until we never hear of each other again. Don't quit. Don't stop. Just keep moving.